A charming young man, Jamie Randall, wakes up to a rather uncomfortable situation after trying a little blue pill meant to boost his confidence. Panicked and embarrassed, he rushes to the hospital, his face flushed as he tries to explain his predicament to a nurse who can barely hide her amusement. It's a hilarious yet awkward start to a story that's about to blend romance, comedy, and heartbreak in Love and Other Drugs. Jamie, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is a smooth-talking pharmaceutical sales rep with a smile that could sell ice to a snowman. To boost his sales, he pulls a risky move, posing as a medical intern. It's in this sneaky disguise that he crosses paths with Maggie, played by Hathaway, a free-spirited woman who's at the hospital for a routine checkup. But things take a turn when Maggie catches Jamie sneaking a peek during her exam. Furious, she storms out, only to realize he's not a doctor, but a slick salesman. Jamie tries to charm his way out of trouble, but Maggie's too sharp. She sees right through his game and leaves him in the dust. Yet there's a spark in her fiery exit that leaves Jamie's heart racing. Born into a family steeped in medicine, Jamie's always had a knack for sweet-talking his way to success. Whether it's charming elderly clients or flirting with pretty nurses, his silver tongue is unstoppable. But his playboy ways get him into hot water when an affair with his boss's wife goes south after he accidentally dials his boss during a heated moment in the storeroom. Fired and humiliated, Jamie lands a job at Pfizer, peddling Zoloft and, soon, the revolutionary Viagra. After some intense corporate brainwashing, he's back in the game, using his good looks to win over anyone, sometimes even trading favors with his superiors to snag better sales territories. Jamie's hustle is relentless, but the pharmaceutical world is cutthroat. He schmoozes doctors, tosses competitors' drugs in the trash, and even bribes his way into shadowing Dr. Stan, a key physician, with a $1,000 check. It's during one of these hospital rounds that he meets Maggie again. This time he tries to pitch his company's drugs while she's discussing her condition, but Maggie's not having it. She calls him out and in a fiery outburst gives him a well-deserved smackdown. Yet this clash ignites something deeper. Maggie's stunning beauty and fierce, no-nonsense attitude captivate Jamie, stirring feelings he's never felt before. Desperate to see her again, Jamie uses his charm to snag Maggie's number from the clinic's front desk. His heart pounds as he dials her number, his usual confidence replaced by nervous excitement. Despite his polished pickup lines, Maggie makes him work for it. She agrees to meet at a coffee shop, and when they do, the air crackles with tension. Jamie notices her hand trembling, a subtle sign of her Parkinson's disease, a condition she tries to hide. Beneath her bold exterior, there's vulnerability, and Jamie's drawn to her even more. Maggie, wary of love after past heartbreaks due to her illness, insists on keeping things casual, purely physical. Jamie agrees, but as they grow closer, it's clear his heart's already in too deep. Their connection deepens, but trouble looms. While Jamie's busy sabotaging competitors' drugs, he gets caught red-handed by a rival, who beats him up and warns him to back off. His sales start to tank, and the once friendly clinic staff turn cold. Frustrated and restless, Jamie longs to see Maggie, but she's keeping her distance, guarding her heart. When they finally reconnect, they open up about their lives, pulling them closer. But Maggie's Parkinson's symptoms worsen. She struggles to open a simple cookie bag, a painful reminder of her condition. To protect herself, she pushes Jamie away, reiterating their no-strings-attached deal. Jamie walks away, respecting her wishes, but his heart aches. He's falling hard, and no amount of flirting or partying can change that. As Maggie fights her feelings, the gears of their love story are just starting to turn. Despite his playboy past, Jamie's world now revolves around Maggie. He keeps other women at arm's length, craving the sound of her voice every day. His heartfelt devotion, though, overwhelms Maggie, who hangs up the phone, feeling the weight of his love pressing against her fears. The next day, as she prepares to escort a group of elderly patients on a medical trip abroad, Jamie surprises her by showing up, his eyes full of determination. Maggie's stunned. Never did she expect this charming rogue to be so serious, but her resolve hardens. She pushes him away, refusing to burden anyone with her worsening Parkinson's. Yet Jamie's heart refuses to give up. While she's gone, he waits tirelessly, a once rebellious charmer now standing vigil for the woman he loves. When Maggie steps off the bus, exhausted from her trip, she spots Jamie in the distance, his tired frame etched with devotion. Her guarded smile fades, replaced by a warmth she can't suppress. His persistence melts her defenses, and in that moment, their hearts align. They become a couple, their love blossoming with an intensity that transforms Jamie. Fueled by this newfound passion, his career soars. Pfizer's new wonder drug, Viagra, is a hit, and with Jamie's silver-tongued charm, he's soon at the peak of his sales game. Customers flood in, from curious seniors to eager doctors, but Jamie stays grounded, driven by a love that's quietly reshaping him. But the fairy tale starts to crack. Maggie's Parkinson's grows more severe, her trembling hands struggling to open a simple pill bottle, only to find her medication gone. One evening, Jamie comes home to find her in distress, drowning her frustrations in alcohol. Her emotions erupt, and she lashes out, her words sharp and bitter. Jamie knows she's pushing him away, testing his limits, but her outburst stings his pride. He starts to walk away, but her heart-wrenching sobs pull him back. In her tear-streaked face, he sees her pain and despair, and something shifts. Gone is the carefree playboy. Jamie's growing into a man who faces love's toughest challenges. He comforts Maggie, soothing her until her storm passes. Days later, at a pharmaceutical conference, Maggie's trembling hands betray her condition as she reaches for a glass of water. An elderly stranger notices, sharing that his son battles a similar illness. He hands her a pamphlet about Parkinson's, sparking her curiosity. She follows the address to a support group where vibrant, humorous patients share their stories. For the first time, Maggie realizes Parkinson's doesn't have to define her. With an optimistic mindset, she can still live joyfully. Jamie, arriving just in time, watches her newfound hope unfold. At the buffet, he meets a patient's husband, whose wife's advanced Parkinson's has left her unable to care for herself. The man's words stir Jamie, planting seeds of both concern and determination. After the event, Maggie's buzzing with excitement, inspired by the lively Parkinson's patients she met, some even trying daring hobbies like scuba diving. She pours her gratitude into Jamie, thanking him for standing by her side. Her hope for their future ignites, and in a rare moment of vulnerability, she confesses her love. Jamie, caught off guard, feels the weight of her words. Determined to fight for her, he spends sleepless nights researching Parkinson's, dragging Maggie across the country to consult top doctors. They try every cutting-edge treatment, but nothing slows her disease. Each failed visit chips away at their optimism, draining Jamie's savings and patience. After a grueling 2,000-mile flight, they're told the next appointment is weeks away. Jamie snaps, unleashing his pent-up frustration. Maggie watches, her heart sinking. She sees the truth. Her illness is pulling them apart. Despite Jamie's protests, Maggie knows their love is crumbling under the weight of her disease. With a heavy heart, she confronts him, proposing a breakup. Jamie's guilt is palpable, but deep down, he knows letting go might be their only freedom. As they part ways, both are left grappling with the pain of a love that burned bright but couldn't withstand the storm. The days that follow are quiet, filled with an aching void, as their story takes a bittersweet turn. The breakup leaves Jamie a shadow of himself, like a wilted flower drained of color. He drifts through his days in a haze, lost without Maggie. She's struggling too, stealing moments to cry in secret during her work, both of them tormented by a love they can't shake. Jamie tries to salvage their bond, but after hearing Maggie's distant voicemail, he reluctantly lets go. Fate, however, has other plans. On the eve of his move to a new job in Chicago, they cross paths in a restaurant. Maggie's with another man, mature and composed, and for a moment, they can only exchange awkward smiles. Jamie breaks the silence, his words stirring a flicker of longing in Maggie's eyes. But just then, his colleagues barge in to bid him farewell, and when they mention his Chicago gig, a shadow of reluctance crosses Maggie's face. She manages a quiet, "Congratulations," but her heart betrays her. She's not ready to let him go. The next day, as Jamie packs for his new life, he stumbles across an old camcorder. Unable to resist, he plays it, and the screen lights up with memories of Maggie, their laughter, her radiant smile, every sweet moment flooding back. His heart aches as he realizes she's etched into his soul, a love too deep to leave behind. Without a second thought, he races out, tracking down Maggie's whereabouts through her friends. Tires screech as he speeds down the highway, desperation driving him to catch the bus she's on before it crosses the state line. Honking wildly and shouting her name, he finally gets her attention. As the bus pulls into a rest stop, they lock eyes and Jamie pours out his heart. He tells her she's the only woman who's ever truly touched him, the one who made him believe in himself. Maggie tries to protest, but her defenses crumble before his raw sincerity. Overwhelmed, she lets go of her fears, and they fall into each other's arms, clinging as if they could merge into one. Their embrace seals a love that's weathered pain, doubt, and disease, a testament to its unbreakable strength. Love and Other Drugs reminds us that true love doesn't just heal, it transforms, giving us the courage to face life's toughest battles together. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more movie recaps.